Yo, what's up? It's me, Tony Jacobson. I am the author of Disable Your Disability and the creator of this OILife YouTube channel. In this OILife Spotlight interview, I got to speak with Steffi Gonzalez. She is a model, a fitness fanatic, and a fellow O.I.er. So we're going to go ahead and curl ourselves into the interview right now. What's up, Steffi? Thank you so much for being part of this OILife video. And, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us and share your experiences and answer these questions for us so we can really find out more from the OI community, what's really going on out there. So I really appreciate you taking your time.
No, absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's an absolute pleasure.
So I love to start off whenever I meet someone with OI. I mean, my experience was I only knew one other person with OI my entire life until I was like 42 years old. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I never met anybody. So when I started meeting more people with OI, my big thing was I wanted to know kind of the OI stats, and I like to call it the Fabulous Four. So we're going to go through your Fabulous Four and just get this quick rundown. So it's what type of OI do you have? How many breaks have you had? And how many surgeries have you had? And then the fourth stat is, do you have any hardware in your body? I found that these are the things that we all have in common. So let's run through your Fabulous Four.
All right. So I am a type 2, which is very controversial. It's not that common. And so, yes, I'm a type 2. I've had over 50 breaks. Honestly, I stopped counting after a while. But it's more than 50, less than 100, definitely. I've had 4 or 5 surgeries. One of them was my hearing implant. The other was neck breaking and substitution of the bone and stuff. And the other 2 just follow that. And yeah, that's about it. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, hardware? Hardware? Did you talk about hardware?
Well, hardware, my hearing implant, I don't know if you can see it. That's in my skull. So that's hardware. And not exactly hardware, but I do have a bone that's not mine in my neck infused.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so you haven't had any rods put in or pins or any of that stuff. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and that is controversial because with type 2, I mean, from what we all know as fellow O.I.ers, that's the one that is supposed to be fatal, like even before birth sometimes. So how has that affected you, like just in life?
I mean, it's always the challenge of what else can we do with this type 2. It's always the challenge of the medical field being like, yikes, type 2, we don't really know what to do with that. So it's always a learning experience when anything happens medically. Thankfully, everyone has been amazing. Everyone has been very willing to learn. Honestly, I can't complain that much.
That's very good. That's very cool. There's always a challenge. There's always a challenge with any type of OI when it comes to working in conjunction with the medical industry, with the doctors. I know me personally, and just through the OILife movement and on the channel, I talk a lot about how to deal with doctors, how to find doctors, how to deal with doctors, what is the smartest ways and most powerful ways that we as O.I.ers can go about our relationships with doctors. I think that it's very important for us to think about these things because a lot of, either somebody's just like, oh, I'm just going to do what the doctor says, or I'm never going to listen to a doctor. And I think it's a
relationship. You got to find a medium.
Yeah, it's definitely you got to find that medium and figure out the relationship because it's all about making sure that we take care of ourselves. And, when we don't know something, we find out where to get that information so that we can continue to thrive, and continue doing what we're doing, just like you're doing.
I'm very big on self-advocacy. I'm a huge self-advocate. No one has a louder voice than me. But it's very important to work on that, to find your voice and to know that it is okay to say, excuse me, not that way, not this way, or it's better if you do this. It's okay as long as you say it in a respectful but firm manner. Your voice is going to be heard.
Yeah, and I think it's very important when it comes to educating even the medical industry on that side too, and letting them know, hey, you got to listen to patients and listen to, especially us, because fragile bones, brittle bones, like that's very specific to us, so letting them know, hey, yeah, let's move this way, or let's maybe try this. I think it's good for them to understand too, yes, I need to listen to what this patient is talking about, and right. They know their bodies better than we do in some aspects. So there's definitely that. I definitely agree with you. What do you think has been the most challenging thing in your life with OI?
In general, is getting my mind to agree with my body on all the things that I want to do, fitness-wise, on all the things that I want to try. And then my body's like, excuse me, girl, take it easy. So it's more of working yourself up to that point versus just, I can lift 50 pounds, but I'm not going to lift them tomorrow. I have to start gradually. I have to get my body accustomed. I have to come to agreement with it. And that's something that it's a challenge for me, because I want to go. If I could skydive, I would. However, I don't think my body will agree. So it's just that catching up. I'm always like, come on, let's go. Let's do better. Let's wake up. Let's do this. You're stronger than this. And your body does respond to most of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as humans, we adapt to the progressions that we put our bodies through. It's definitely been different with OI for sure. I feel you on that. I went, going through my own journey too. It's that mindset though that you have to have of like, yeah, let me figure out how to do this properly. Because that's how, same thing. People get real anxious and want to start doing things that just we're not meant to do right off the bat. And that's just for anybody. That's just for someone, a normal person. Now you layer on OI, it's a whole nother layer that you got to think about. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
It's a fine line of being crazy, but not too crazy to the point that you're going to end up in a bed for 3 months, because no one wants to go through that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what do you think? Because I always grew up with, and I don't think, just based on what you said, like you said, you want to skydive. I would never want to skydive. I'm just scared of it, right? I'm scared of falling. I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of actually falling. But did you ever, have in your mind, like, be careful? Like I grew up with be careful. That was the thing. So I think that instilled in me a lot of that fear. Did you have that?
No. And that's where, people, I don't get a chance to explain my personality sometimes, but it was my family. It was my mother, my father, my sisters. Everyone around me was, go try it and see how it goes. If you break, if you hurt yourself, we'll find another way. But they let me try things. And sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. Most of the times it did, and I discovered that I can do many things that otherwise other people will be like, no, don't go there, don't touch that, don't get on that bike. But my mom didn't want to deprive me of that. So it was always, go try it. Be careful, because you don't want to hurt yourself. But at the same time, go try it. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, and see, that's awesome. I grew up with the don't even try it. So, but I was always one to go try it. I was like, well, I'm still going to like try it,
I think that's what my mom knew. Like, she's going to go do it anyway. So let me just give her my approval.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, I think, for a lot of, younger folks and young kids growing up with OI, dealing with that parent-child relationship. And, I've talked with a lot of parents of people with OI, kids with OI. So the psychology for parents varies. So just, what are they going
It
through?
really
That's
does.
Yeah, that's going to dictate a
From some
lot.
parents that I've met, I've had parents that are very receptive and, oh my God, take my child with you for a month. And I've had parents of, please don't show my child that you can do that. I've literally had parents say, wait for us to leave before you get in your car because I don't want my kid to know that they can do that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And that's very sad.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to go well for that child later. That's, but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here with these videos, so that we can share our stories and share our experiences to show people,
Right.
that kid will fall upon this video, because they're going to be searching
Yes,
YouTube and they're going to
hopefully.
find us and they're going to see this
Yes.
conversation that we're having, and we're here to tell you, go for it. Try it. You're
Yes.
going to break, but hey, like, if you do break, whatever.
That's the main thing. You are going to hurt yourself. Parent and child and everyone in between need to understand this. You're going to break. You're going to hurt yourself at some point. And that is okay, because that's going to set your bar to, okay, I was able to get up to here, and then my body said that's enough. So now I know. But if you don't, some parents and some adults themselves, I've gotten some not so positive feedback on my workout videos. Well, I would never try that because that's not safe. Maybe, but maybe it could work out for you. Maybe it could work out in a different way. Maybe you can adapt it to how your body feels comfortable. But the main thing for everyone to understand, O.I.er or not, is that a mistake is going to happen, and all you can do is learn from it. But it's still worth it. I mean, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have to try. We have to try, and we just have to do it in a smart way. I like, I like to take chances, but I take calculated risks, so it's,
Absolutely.
it's just how we got to do it. And I think there's a lot of success that we're seeing. I personally have seen tremendous success in fitness and exercise and nutrition and like just the entire combo of things. Seeing what you're doing. There's other O.I.ers out there that are doing the same thing, where they're like, hey, you know what? It's
Amazing.
not, yeah, it's not, it's really, it starts up here, and then that's where we start to work through things. And, that's it for everybody. But with O.I., it does add that extra layer of, because brittle bones, fragile bones, that's the exact opposite of lifting heavy things. So it's like, that's, just that alone is something that we deal with. And it's great to, see you doing your thing. And I love getting out there and showing people and trying to instruct them and show them how to do it in the proper way. Because, once we reach that point, we say, this doesn't feel right, or, we just got to figure out how to do it the right way. And then we can accomplish whatever we want. So tell me, how has O.I. impacted your life in a positive way?
In a positive way. I mean, I think it's one of the most unique things about me. And I've always been able to, I've never had a problem with being noticed in public. I know some people don't like being stared at. However, I am conscious of the fact that I am different, but that's not a bad thing. And to me, it's always been fun to show people, hey, I'm out here, I'm doing my own thing. I get off my big old truck and to put gas, and people are like, what? And it's great. It's great because sometimes people come up to me to tell me I have a nice truck. I think they forget that I might need help. They don't even, hey, do you need help? No, just, hey, nice truck. Good to see you. Goodbye. And it's so great to see people just hyping you up. It's, there's a stigma of, a person with a disability is looked down upon. And that's just not true. Some people truly do admire what you're doing, the way you carry yourself, the way you're out there, owning it. And that's how I like to think of my O.I. I own it, and I'm here to show you that. Get out there and do it. Stop complaining. You're fine.
Yeah, stop complaining. It's like, that's super easy.
Talk.
Come on.
Get out there. You're fine.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot for people to understand that. I mean, I know it took me a lot of years to understand that being different is actually awesome.
It really is.
Yeah. That's a good thing. I think, for myself, I'm in entertainment. I've been in the entertainment industry for many years. So for me, like being looked at, I never felt anything weird about that. When I was looked at though, like for my disability, then it got a little strange, when people would like make comments or things. But, through time and just through introspection, which I advise everybody to do, spend some time on yourself, self-development, that you'll start to see that being different is actually a really cool thing, because you want to stand out. You want to, to make your mark on the world. You want to just be you. And that means everything about you. Like for us, it's our OI, that's part of who we are. So I think it's important for us to do that. And I think you've been doing it in such a great way.
Yeah. I mean, once you shred that one layer of yourself that makes you uncomfortable when we look at you, or makes you self-aware of, oh my God, what are they thinking about me? Your job is to carry yourself with grace. What they think of you is their problem. If they think, oh my God, poor human being, they must be so sad. I'm not. But it's not my job to be like, excuse me, I'm not sad. What you think of me is your problem. I know who I am. I know how I live. I know that I'm in absolute love with my life, with the way I am and everything in between. And that's about it. It's not really my problem to change your perspective. Maybe by seeing me very often doing my thing, smiling outside, being part of the world, you'll be like, wow, I don't think she's sad. And you'll come to your own realization.
So for you, I mean, you're into a lot of things. I mean, you do a lot of stuff.
I'm a mess.
Nah, it's not a mess. It's good. I do the same thing.
A good mess.
Yeah, it's a coordinated chaos.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
That's what we're doing. You just recently were involved in a fashion show. I know you did a runway, right? Let's talk about that and tell me how how OI was in relation to kind of that whole thing.
Okay, so it's a modeling agency that they focus on putting people with disabilities on the spotlight. So this was a fully inclusive fashion show. And I had submitted my application a long time ago. And they emailed me one day and they were like, hey, we would basically like you to be not just a model, but part of our management team. Like, we want to manage you. We want to take your career to the next level. And it was just very exciting. And, it was amazing to be in a literal runway and showing everyone, everyone that saw it, everyone that was there, everyone that watched the global premiere, that, it's people with disabilities can not only have a full life, but a very exciting and happy one. Like you said, I'm always doing something different. I don't even have a schedule. I kind of wing it, but it's great to show people that we can be part of almost everything and have fun. And, we don't need to be self-conscious. We don't need to be self-aware. We're beautiful. We're handsome. We're perfect the way we are. And that day was amazing. And we were in the absolute spotlight, and it felt great to show that I'm not here despite my disability. I'm here with my disability. I'm here to show you my disability and everything that comes with it. And it was an awesome experience.
That's so amazing. Congratulations on that. It's so
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
think that's so important to show that the embracing of the disability is a big part of it, to let people know and start to shift that thought that people without disabilities can start to have of, yeah, everyone's the same. Everyone's the same, and everyone's different at the same time, and it's a good thing.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. So now, as far as the fitness stuff is concerned too, you've been working out, you've been doing some stuff on YouTube, and putting up a few videos and things. Like, how has, we talked a little bit about how OI has, the thoughts about OI and working out. Like, let's get into that a little bit. Like, what are your thoughts specifically when it comes to having OI and, the thoughts around exercise?
I got into exercise a long time ago, and that came from I got into a car accident and I shattered my knee. And I'm guessing because of my OI, the doctor didn't really see much potential afterward. And they told me, it's going to heal, but you're not going to have much use of it. And I was like, wait a minute, because my legs are my strength for transfers. So it's going to be a big change. And I said, no. We're going to do it. We're going to make sure it gets better. And I basically did my own thing when it came to rehab. I started swimming. I started going every day. And little by little, I started just looking at the gym and be like, looks like I could do a couple things in there. And I just started making my way inside the gym after the pool. And I honestly figured it out on my own. And it's been a part of my routine and a part of my life ever since. And I felt so much better. I haven't had a break since 2010. Not attributing it to the fitness, but I do think it's a big part of keeping your body active, keeping your joints active, your muscles strength, your muscles, and your bone density. And it keeps you alive. Honestly, it's the best part of my day. Discovering different ways to adapt workouts to my needs. Has been the biggest thing for me. Not only a challenge, but also like, yes, I figured it out finally, and now I can do this like permanently. So it has taken years of trial and error, and I could do this, and this works, and this doesn't really work, and this is not really doing anything for me, and finding a routine that does, and that's what I wanted to show everyone on my YouTube videos. I'm not telling you to do the exact same, but I'm showing you that it works. And if it works on me and you happen to be a little bit stronger than me, it's definitely going to work for you.
Yeah, and it's just saying that it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. That's the message. Don't look at what you can't do in the gym. Look at what you can do in the gym. That's what I always tell people. Yes, so exactly. That's really important, and it's so exciting to see what you have going on with that. Now, I want you to finish this sentence for me. Okay? So, OI to me is
my life. My superpower. The most exciting part about me, honestly. If I didn't have OI, and I'm not trying to glamorize it at all. I mean, I've gone through some pretty bad things, including being paralyzed. I have hearing loss. It stops me from working out the way that I would like to, from lifting as many pounds as I would like to. But my OI has given me everything and everyone that I have around me. And it has taught me to appreciate life, to appreciate everything that life comes with, the good, the bad, the ugly. OI is me. I am my OI. And it's great.
I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, I think a lot of OIers out there struggle with claiming the OI, with being kind of one with it. And I love what you said, because it's part of, again, what I'm doing with these videos and doing with the OILife movement is showing fellow OIers that, like, it's just us, man. It's part of us. Like, be it, be you.
Once you embrace it, once you accept it, and once you become one with it, your life will change. I guarantee you that.
Absolutely. And on that note, that's perfect. Thank you so much for being a part of this interview, for joining us here on the OILife channel. Is there any last final thoughts that you would like to give to the viewers?
Thank you for having me. It's been amazing following your journey, and I'm so excited that you chose me for this interview to talk to the people. And to everyone watching, just take me as an example. Not just the good, but also the bad, which has been pretty bad. You can do it. You can live a happy life. You don't have to focus on the things that you can't do and be sad about the things that you're missing out on, because I guarantee you, once you shift that perspective and you write 5 things on a daily basis that you can take part of, you're going to wake up with a purpose.
I hope you enjoyed this interview. Make sure you check out some other Spotlight interviews right there. And also, there's a ton of OI related content here on the channel. So make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified every single time a new video goes up. Until next time, get out there and keep breaking barriers, not bones.